Hmm. Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and thanks for watching. Thank you to my day ones who has been standing by me through thick and thin. Thank you to all the new subscribers that has came in that loves my content. Thank you so much. Um, let's get to it, y'all. Before I start, I want to send a shout out. Um, to someone that's been supporting me too a lot. True results. If you, um, especially the ladies, if you want to listen to someone that's mature, that's giving out, really good content and not disrespectful to the ladies and, talking about some real stuff, like really deep stuff. That's what's really going on out here in the streets with a lot of things that's going on. Then please check out his channel. I am going to it's called True Results, TrueResults. So please check him out. A lot of people don't know about him, so I want to, you know, send some blessings his way because he is really a legit person that cares about a lot of things that's going on right now. So please check him out. Also, the Mind of Shay. Please check her out. She has a new channel, so please check her out. She's really, really, good at what she does. Okay. So, I want to send out a few thank yous to people that has been donating to my channel. Let me pull it up really, really quick so I can go through those and then I can get to what I need to get to right now. LaShawn, thank you. Stephanie, thank you. Heather, Ursula, Amos, Bianca, Lysandra, Justin, Jamie, Stevie, D. Jones, thank you. Drika, Terrence, G Baby, Quentin, and Quintone. It's two of them. Jason, Vanessa, Cheryl, Catrell, Shay, Trishawn. Thank you. Thank you all for all of your donations. Okay, y'all. So let's get to it. We got a lot to talk about today. So I want to just get on into it, okay? First I wanted to talk about where did I want to start? Okay, I'm gonna just start. First I want to talk about I found out something that puzzled me a lot. In the previous videos that I had talked about, I showed a U-Haul truck that had, bodies in the back of it. And I came across some information. And this information was a little bit odd. They were saying on this paperwork, it says that backup dancer could be the owner or part owner of the U-Haul company. They said at one of his location, I think it's 365. I'm trying to go off from memory right now because I don't have everything in front of me. But they said something about 365 Senior. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. Okay, here it is. If you go to 365 Tobacco, because you know he owns a lot of tobacco places, and you know, they call smoke shops or whatever you want to call them. But one of them, if you go up to 365 Tobacco in Dallas, Texas, it is saying that this business that's supposed to be a tobacco company is attached to a U-Haul truck rental place. And people are saying that they do believe, word on the street allegedly, that the backup dancer, you know, is part owner of that as well. And it's funny because it has 3 6s in the phone number. But it says something about 305 East Center Avenue in Dallas, or it's 365, something like that. But anyway, I wanted to throw that out there to you all because, you know, all of these people are lined up together. And even though people want to say, oh, she's going after the preacher and she's going after this and she's going after that, if all of these people are tied, then this shows this is why, you know, a lot of the things that they're doing, they're getting away with it. This is what this shows. Okay. Now, I wanted to get into another thing I wanted to go over. And that is a couple of weeks ago. I had said this in another video. I said that a few weeks ago that Rain Man was on vacation in California. And when he went on vacation in California, it amazes me that a lot of the people that were allegedly ops of Mo3 were on vacation in California at the same time that Rain Man was there. So I found that odd, but not really, because you know what? This man has been playing both sides for a very long time. And just a week before Mo3 was taken out, you know, Rain Man was sending out likes and, you know, to Mo3's ops and liking their pictures and everything. And I got a new nickname to throw out there, y'all, and it's Papa Blue. I think that's what I want to call him. Papa Blue Man. There we go. Papa Blue Man. He is supposed to be, allegedly, the brother of the dancer. Now, people that really know them, they know that they're not really brothers, but they call themselves brothers. And it just amazes me how, you know, Rain Man, he can like these people's pictures and their videos and everything that they're doing, and try to keep himself, at the time when Mo3 was alive, he was trying to keep himself in good grace with all of these people. But at the same time, he was making all of these people hate Mo3. He was going back, running back, telling them things. The reason why, you know, Mo3 ain't messing with you no more, the dancer, is because, you know, you talking to Yayo Nim and all of that. He was always playing both sides. And I think that had a lot to do with why Mo3 was gonna leave him, you know, and didn't want him to be his manager anymore. I think that played a lot, because they were saying that, you know, when Mo3 came back, he was actually about to hire a new road manager that was going to be, you know, handling his business. So it makes sense that he would walk away from Rain Man, because he was always tied to these people. And he's been tied to them much longer than he was tied to Mo3. And I'm going to tell you why I say this. Before the dancer started trying to rap, he used to be called Lil Freddie. I think that was his first rap name. And guess who changed his name. You guessed it, y'all. Rain Man. He told him to change his name to Trap. Okay. And that's why he's named what he's is named right now. And he listened to him and he did what he told him. Now, they have a lot of connections together. They have been, with Rain Man for a very long time. So it's not far-fetched that he would go in the route of them over Mo3. Okay. One of the other suspects, Kenny Baby Boy, he was liking his pictures too, Rain Man. And allegedly, he was one of the guys that was there. They're saying he was the one that was, in the black Jeep that was at the gas station. So, it's a lot of ties to all of these guys. A lot. And they have a lot of history with Rain Man. They really do. Now, another thing that word on the street is allegedly, because I don't know if this is true or not. Okay? But allegedly, those smoke shops that the dancer owns, well, allegedly, y'all, they have like 8 liner machines in there in the back rooms, and it's a lot of money being made in the back off of gambling, illegal machines. Now, I looked it up, and it said that there was like a controversy on, what's illegal and what's not when it comes to these 8 liner machines. So I'm not 100% sure if they're even illegal. But the word on the street is they're illegal, and he has a lot of these machines in the back rooms of the smoke shops. And that a lot of money that's being made, and they say it's a lot of money coming through there from those machines. But they are saying now that a lot of the money that's coming through there, the bad money, is being washed in the church. Yes. It's a lot of money being washed in the church. Turned into clean money. It's a lot. Now, the main thing that I wanted to get to, and that is the sacrifice that's about to be made, allegedly, y'all. Now, allegedly, they are saying that since it didn't get hot, and I know y'all probably heard about the shooting last night. There was an after party that Big Bird was supposed to be at, Lil Ducky, and the dancer. They gave an after party last night. And at the after party, someone started, tearing the place up. So they are saying that 8 people was taken down at this little get together. And 1 or 2, I'm not sure if it's 2, but when I read it, it was 1 person had passed away from the little incident. But then somebody else said they think it was 2. So, yeah. The crazy part to me is that they could take somebody like Mo3 out, and they can, can think that they can walk around right now and act like everything is okay. They think that, months later or whatever, things are going to die down, but it's not going to die down until there are people are arrested that's really, tied to this incident that happened on the expressway with Mo3, or if something happens to the people that did something that happened. That's the only way that they're going to be able to, things are going to start to go back to a little normalcy. Because if there's no justice, there is not going to be no peace for them. They are not going to be able to walk the streets the way they sitting up here saying and acting. And the only time you see the dancer is he got a whole bunch of people with him now, allegedly. He's not coming out by himself no more. He's staying away from certain areas. This is what I'm hearing. And only time that he wants to be hard and act like he's about it is he has all his little hitters around him. But like I told y'all in the other video, some hitters are about to be sacrificed to keep him out of jail. This is what he believes, allegedly. Now, let's get to this fifth person. And if you didn't see my last video, then you will know. I'll go over it again, what I was saying. So there were 3 people that everybody is talking about. These 3 people are Bebo. They think that he's one of the ones that was chasing Mo3 down. Kenny Baby. They think that he was one of the ones. Now, mind you, all these people hang together. All of them is cool with each other. The third person, which everybody thinks is the main suspect, whatever you want to call it, Bishop Hypocrite's baby boy. So these are the 3 people that they think were one of the ones who chased him on the expressway. Not Keywan. Okay? Because if you go to, I think it's a video out here, and it's a post, and Keywan said the only thing that he's guilty of is holding something for someone else. So he's saying that he was the only person that held on to the weapon, but he wasn't the one that did it. So basically that's what he said. He was guilty of holding something for someone else. He said that's the only thing he's guilty of. Now, so that's the 3 people that they think that were one of the 3 people that they think that was chasing him, that was behind him. Now, like we said, it's more than them. And everybody that was out there, they saw that there were other people on that expressway. Now, they said coming from the area in which he was running towards, someone came out and was shooting. Now, like I said before, a lot of people think that the person that came out that was shooting was DJ. Now, I'm going to tell you the second person they think that came out on the side. Okay? The second person that they think came out from the front, they're saying that it was Papa Blue Man. That he was the one that, gave the fatal. So, if it's true that Mo3 was shot multiple times, then he had to been shot by different weapons. Okay, y'all? And you can honestly say this. The dancer gave away DJ. He made sure that we knew that he was on the scene. Now, I touched on this a while back. I said, when he was on the expressway and he was live, one scene he showed he had a chain on. One scene he showed he didn't have a chain on. Now, when you first saw him, the dancer on the expressway, scene of the crime, he had on one chain. He had on one chain, y'all. The film cuts off, goes off air, and then he pops back on. When he pops back on, he has on 2 chains. He has on his chain, and he has on Papa Blue Man chain. Okay? Now, a few minutes after, Mo3 was taken out, and he's on the expressway. Few minutes now, y'all. Not no hour, nothing. Few minutes. Papa Blue man, he jumps on IG that day. He jumps on there, and when he jumps on there, he has on another chain. Now, mind y'all, he wears, allegedly, his chain every day. The one that, the dancer got on. He wears this chain all the time. Every day. But right after Mo3 was, taken out, he goes live and he don't have the chain on. But the other, his brother, his so-called brother, has it on. He was there, y'all. And the crazy part to me, for somebody that's always on social media, and he's always talking about his brothers. You know how I feel about you. You know how I feel about you. You know how I feel about this. You know how I feel about that. For him to be somebody, the main person that gave his brothers away, we wouldn't have never known DJ was on the scene if he wouldn't have never turned the camera around. We wouldn't know now that Papa Blue Man was on the scene if he hadn't did what he did with the chains, y'all. He was literally dry snitching on his boys one at a time, letting everybody know I ain't just out here, my boys out here too. Now, a little over a week ago, y'all, Papa Blue Man was sent to Orlando by himself, y'all. And while he was gone by himself to Orlando, the word on the street is, allegedly, he's the main person that the dancer is about to sacrifice. Yes, you heard it from me first. Maybe y'all heard it from me first. I don't know. Maybe somebody else telling it. But yes, this is what's coming out right now. That he is trying to cover his tracks. He is trying to come out now and pretend like ain't nothing going on. He not scared. He not this. Y'all see the polices that's going to jail from this department. Y'all see the digging that they're doing. Now, another thing that y'all don't see that I find very, very odd is a lot of people that, I have been talking about, other people have been talking about, on YouTube. A lot of them are in damage control right now. Ebony, all of these other peoples are either shutting down all of their social media sites or they're changing the names on them. Now, before they start changing the names and shutting down the whole page, they had deleted a lot of things. And guess what date that they deleted it on, y'all? 11/11. Mostly everything that was talked about and tweeted about was the day of Mo3's death. Days afterwards, a lot of people didn't even want to post. And these were people that posted all the time. There are lots of things being erased and shoved around and everything right now. When I talked about Pink Eye, she went and added another page after I said what I said, and she erased the other one and she changed the name. After I said what I said about Christian Officer, she went and shut down her whole page. After I said what I said about Bishop Hypocrite's kids, they have been doing the same thing. Changing names, reposting and this and that. because they was all out in the open at first, y'all. All out in the open doing whatever they feel like doing and saying whatever they feel like saying. Just like I was talking about the dancer's mother when she was like, she needs to be spit on. But she walks around with a Bible in her hand and go to church. And they all in these people's faces. I have pictures of some of these people's homes from the inside. They have the biggest extravagant homes. It looked like you looking into the White House when they had all those trees all over the place and everything. This is how their homes look. All these crooked people that's from the church. This is how they roll. This is what they're into. Everything. They got their hands in everything. And it's going to be a lot. Because I'm going to tell you this. The majority of all of these people that has been linking together, they have placed people in so many jobs that's so important in Dallas that it don't make any sense. And it's a wonder why the people are so quiet there. Because these people are running this city through all of the people that they have planted in different positions throughout Dallas. That's why it's so easy for them to get off and not have records and all the stuff that's going on. That's why if they didn't care about all of those people in those different cars having weapons on them and toys and all over the expressway, because they wasn't worried about getting pulled over by nobody. Because when you got police in your back pocket, you don't have to worry about those things. But Mo3 had to worry about it. He had to worry about it when he went to shows. Big Bird and them was calling the police on him, being petty, trying to stop his money. It was a lot going on. And another thing that I wanted to touch base on, and that is Rain Man. I keep wondering, and I kept wondering, why would Rain Man go over there and start checking cameras? And you know what makes the most sense for him to go over there and check the cameras? To go over there and check those cameras for someone else. Did Rain Man go over there to check those cameras to see if the guys that were waiting outside was in the clear? Did the cameras pick them up? And that's what I do believe that he was going to check the cameras for. Now, let's get to this car. This car that's sitting outside of the Skeet sisters' house, just waiting on Mo3 to come out. Now, I want you all to look at something, and I am going to leave it in my description box. I want you to go and I want you to look at this car. This car that's in the video with Papa Blue Man. And this car was parked outside of his house. And I found out a lot of things that ties him to this whole ordeal. Papa Blue Man. Right after Mo3 was taken out, Papa Blue Man, they was coming at him like crazy. They came to his house and they hit his house. They hit his car up. And I am going to leave it in the description box so you can see his car on the front. And it's going to keep looking at, don't just look at the picture once, because it's the film that keeps moving. And as you keep looking at it, it's going to be different angles that this car is going to be in. And the car that they hit up on the front of Papa Blue Man house, it looks exactly like that car to me. And y'all correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not good with knowing about cars like that. But it looks like the car that was outside of the Ski Sisters' house. It looks like the exact car. It just looked like the rims were changed. That's all I see. It looked like the rims were changed and that was it. But it looks like the same car. And I want you to go to the description box and look through everything that I put in there. Please look through it really, really carefully. And I'm going to try to put the two videos together. The one with the car that's outside of Josie's house. And whoever that person is in that car has on a white t-shirt. And if you go back to the video with the dancer, you will see that DJ had on a white t-shirt. You will also see in some of these pictures that the dancer had on a white t-shirt too. But I don't see him, driving. I don't know. Just look for yourself. Look for yourself. That's all I can say. And I want you to let me know in the comment section if these cars are the same cars. And what do you think about Rain Man checking the cameras? These are his buddies. Believe it or not. And I know a lot of people want to think that, oh, he beefed with them and this and that. I almost hit it, y'all. That backup dancer and Rain Man, they go way back, y'all. Further than him and Mo3. They go way back. And for somebody that has an artist and he was running around trying to make him get into it with these guys and this and that. And then at the same time he doing this, he's liking all of their pictures and this and that and that and this. I just find that very, very odd. Now, another thing I want to touch on that could be something to it is this Money Maya girl. Okay? This Money Maya girl, she used to date Mo3 back in the days. And as we all know, Mo3 was messing with a lot of his ops women. But he said something in one of his songs, and he was talking about, somebody finally got one of his girls. And Money Maya, I do believe, is the girl that he was talking about when he said this, because she was running around, chasing up behind the backup dancer. She is a very, very big fan of his on every level. And for him to be into it with Mo3 and Mo3 to be pretty much done with her, I do believe that she's suspect as well. So I'm going to do the list now. I'm going to say, the Ski Sisters definitely suspect. Okay? Because he's parking in the garage. It shouldn't have been nobody even knew he was there outside of Ski Sister and Rain Man. Okay? Them the main two that knew he was there. I do believe Ebony had a lot of hate in her, that she's suspect as well. So I'm going to say Ebony is on the suspect list because, he even talked about the Sprinter that was hit up. And she talks about she was in that Sprinter and that she took two. Okay? So that give her, a reason to want to do this, to be a part of it. Money Maya, like I said, she was, always wearing her Cool Money t-shirts and this and that. So she was all in for, Cool Money now. Okay, so that's the three females. The Ski Sisters, Ebony, and Money Maya. Now, that's 3. And then we have 5, which is the guys. And that's Bebo. I'm going to call him Bebo. Bebo, Kenny B. Kenny B, baby. I don't like to say his full name because people be tripping. So, yeah, Kenny Baby. Bishop Hypocrite's son, Baby Boy. And then we have Papa Blue Man. And then we have DJ. And I do believe out of these 8, I do believe the majority of them all was involved. And I hear word on the street that, some of the girls was in the cars too. Now, another thing I wanted to touch base on, and that was most of the time that I hear about someone getting hit up and they out in the streets, they usually hit them up in the car and spin off. Now, for them to make him get out of his car, it makes me think that someone was in the car. Because if no one was in the car with him, I think they would have hit the car up really, really good. I mean, lit it up. Especially with all the people that allegedly were around and were involved. I do believe if he would have been in the car by himself, they would have just lit that car up. But due to the fact that he was made to get out of that car so that they wouldn't have to, light the car up, I do believe someone was in that car with him. Now, I'm hearing different things. I heard that the tires, were hit up. That's why he, couldn't move or whatever, and he got out and ran. I'm also hearing that something that's real peculiar to me. People are saying that, the police could have opened up the other car door. That's why both car doors were open. But if it's a scene of a crime, the majority of the time, people don't touch anything unless there was either some blood in the car. Then that would make sense for them to open the door and take pictures of everything in the car. And if there were blood in the car, that means someone was in that car with him and they could have given him that first hit. And that could have been why he jumped out that car and he was running. Because not only was the people around him, holding their toys out the windows and everything and shaking them, showing them what time it was, the person in the car too could have been somebody that was with them. And he didn't find out until last minute. Now, the thing that gets me, Rain Man said that he heard him take his last breath or whatever. If someone was hitting at you and you are running, would you hold a phone? I think when I would have been in the car, the phone would have been the first thing that I would have dropped because I would have been reaching for my stuff. That would have been the first thing that I would have dropped. For the love of me, I don't see why he would run with a phone in his hand just so he can, keep in contact with the Rain Man. Something don't sit well with me about that. And anybody that I ask, they say the same thing. Like, I would have dropped the phone. So what do you all think about that? Because to me, that don't seem right. Another thing somebody brought to my attention. They said that the kind of ambulance that showed up to pick Mo3 up was not the regular ambulance. It was the ambulance that picks up like elderly people and take them to the hospital or stuff like that. When they, gotta make people go to a doctor's appointment. It was for like, senior citizen homes, stuff like that. They like transport, you know, senior citizen and everything from, place to place in those kind of ambulance. They said this is the one that showed up for Mo3 instead of a regular ambulance. Now, I don't know how they ambulances are done there, but if anybody have any information on that, please, leave a comment and let me know. Is that something that they do there? Is that, a big thing? Because if you're only transport people from nursing homes and then all of a sudden this particular day you're routed to the expressway like you are a regular ambulance, then something ain't right about that picture either. So, I just wanted to touch bases on a few things that, I've been seeing. And let me see if there's anything else I'm missing before I close this video out, because there's a lot going on. But like I said, go in my description box and you will find everything that I'm talking about in the description box. You will also find my buddy True Results. You will find his video in there too, because I want to, just in case you all can't go to it right away or whatever, forget how to spell it or whatever, you can he spell his name, then you can go to my inbox and I will leave one of his videos in there, and then you can, like, if you like his content, you can subscribe and look at the rest of his videos. I do also have some information on Papa Blue Man that somebody said that, he was the one that hit Boosie up. So I'm going to leave those videos in my inbox as well. And I just want you all to look at, what happened right after Mo3 was hit up, the days that followed, and the person that they were coming at the most, the hardest. And that was this Papa Blue Man. His house was on TV. They came at him. He was on the news like 5 times after Mo3 was hit up. So he's definitely a #1 suspect. And a lot of people on the street seems to think so as well. So this is somebody that they're watching as well. But like I said, word on the street is the person that probably has a lot of dirt, on his hands from working with, the dancer, because he likes to send everybody else off. He likes to pay everybody else to do the dirty work. And then after he paid them to do the dirty work and he set it up, he turns around and he incriminates them. He puts them at the scene of crimes. And I do believe that the majority of the people that's around him, he has so much dirt on them that, he probably holds it over their heads. But apparently somebody is talking. And for you to send this guy out of town over a week ago, he's probably back now, I'm not sure. But when you send him out of town to Orlando, and there are talks going around that he may be the one that you're giving up for your freedom. That's big, y'all. That's some Cain and Abel stuff right there. And they're not even real brothers. They don't have the same mother and father. But they call themselves brothers. He is always saying he his brother's keeper. He always throwing that out. But is he? He tried to even put Big Bird in the mix when he called him and was rapping that song and stuff, trying to put him in on everything that was going on. I also have, and I'm going to try to put this picture up. If I don't get it up on this one, I'll try to put it on the next one because I can't do all that editing stuff really, really good. But I also have a post of, that went out from the dancer's phone. And he said, to all my guys that's locked up. So apparently there's some burner phones that's running around in the precinct, in the jail, that he is still talking to people through these burner phones. And y'all know if these burner phones are getting in there, who's bringing them in. And it is most definitely some officers that's passing this out. But like I said, they getting to the bottom of them too. And in this post, he says to all my guys, that's locked up, that he talked to on a regular, he is saying in this post that, and this was November the 12th, the day after Mo3 passed, he said, I lost my phones, so I have to replace them. I'm finna get right tomorrow. Something like that. That's how he says it. So that's 3 people now that has gotten rid of their phone. It's more than that. But publicly, we know now that Big Bird got rid of his phone. We know that Rain Man got rid of his phone. Now we're seeing that the dancer also got rid of his phones. Because the phones that he talked to the people, the burnout phones or whatever that he talked to the people that's in the prison with, he said he lost it, his phone or phones, the day after Mo3 was hit up. So that's proof in the pudding right there, for real. That's some straight up proof right there that they were all told to get rid of their phones. So y'all just keep in mind everything that I said. And I want you to definitely go to my description box and look through all of the links. It's a lot of links on here, and there's going to be a lot of pictures on here that I want you all to see. So I think that's all I have to talk about. I just think that's really cold. That's some cold stuff, that the person that you call your brother is the one that you're considering. He must have did a lot of dirt for him to even consider him being the one that he's going to give up first. It must mean that he have to give up a doozy, somebody that's been out here doing a lot, putting in a lot of work for him, for you to put him out. And if he do that to somebody he called his brother, how do he feel about the other people around him that he don't even call his brother? They just his boys. This is going to be some deep stuff when it all hit the fan, and it looks like it's hitting the fan already. You already see people ain't having what they're doing. A lot of people is talking, and they're tired of the dancer and his family running things and everything sold up for them. People are tired of it. They are definitely tired. I'm trying to think of something else I had to tell you all, but if I don't get to it now, I'll get to it in the next video. But that's cool. Very, very cool. Anyway, please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you so much for watching. Be careful, y'all.